I'm going to show you in this video how to create the detailed drawings for your puzzle cube project. The first thing you need to do is open the same drawing file that you created in your assembly drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and click open, and I'm going to go out here and find the file that I created when I made my assembly drawing. Inside of Autodesk Inventor, it's very important that when you're creating your working drawings, which remember working drawings consist of the assembly drawing and the detailed drawings for every part. It's important that you create those all within one file. So all of your sheets should fall and be made in the same drawing file. And so once you have that open, you can go ahead and go over here to your browser and right click and say you want a new sheet. It's going to bring up this new sheet template. We can go back and put on all these details in the title block later, so I'm just going to go ahead and click OK for now. The first thing you have to do is place a base view in. So I'll click base. I'll go out and find the part that I want to create the detail drawings for and click open. The next thing that's important for you to do is figure out what the front view of your object is. And so just because Inventor thinks it's your front view doesn't necessarily mean that it is the best front view. And so you can kind of see if I click through these options, it will change the orientation of the object. I think this is my front view right here, so I'm going to go ahead and click to place that view on my sheet. Now from that you can drag either over or up, and it will allow you to project the other views of your drawing. So if this is the front view, if I go directly above it and click, it places the top view. If I go directly to the right side and click, that places the right view. And then if I go up here and show an isometric view, I can click that and place the isometric view. When you're done placing your views, if you go ahead and right click and hit create, it'll actually import the views for you. A neat thing to notice is that notice how all the views are tied together. So when I move my front view, the other two views move with it. So they'll always stay lined up. One important thing to know when we're creating our detailed drawings in Inventor is that the isometric view should always be shaded. And so if I select the isometric view, right click on it and hit edit view, I can come back in here under style and I can create a shaded isometric view. So now we have all our views located. The last thing we need to do is dimension them. So dimensioning is under the annotate tab right here. So I'll go ahead and click annotate. I'll click dimension. Two ways to create a dimension with the dimension tool. One, you can click on a line and drag up the dimension. So I'm going to start with my width dimensions here, include that dimension. The other way is to click points, and so I can click this green dot and this green dot and put in my next width dimension. So you can go through and dimension all the height, width, and depth dimensions for your project. So that takes care of the width and the height dimensions. Now I need the depth dimensions. I'll do this one up here. And the overall depth. That drawing would be done then. The last thing I would have to do is go ahead and put in the details for it and the title block. So remember, if I click on PLTWA and double click on field text, it will bring up the box for me, so I can go ahead and put in the date. You'll put in your name under drawn by. I'll put in my drawing number. What I'm using for the drawing number is the file name, and so this is PC Blue, my initials, and then I'm going to put this as drawing number 1. The scale of this, it's full scale, so I'll put 1:1. The project title is Puzzle Cube. The material we're going to make these out of is hardwood. And we'll put in parentheses maple for the species of wood. And under quantity, there's only one of these in our project, so I'll put a 1 in and I'll click enter. And you'll notice that all of that information goes in down here in your title block. So when you're done with that one, you will right click and create a new sheet, and you will put all of your puzzle cube parts, the detailed drawings for them, inside of the same sheet that has your, or the same file that has your assembly.